that's what the highlighter looks like, along with a little bit of leftover eyeliner. Hey guys, welcome back. So got a really fun video for y'all today. We're gonna be playing around with some products from Joah. So this is a brand that I picked these products up from CVS, and this is a really fun line. So I've got different products that I'm just gonna be playing around with on camera with you guys, just getting ready with you guys on camera and letting you know what I think about these products along the way. So first off, I wanted to read a little bit about this brand to y'all. So it says on their website, Joah is Korean for I like it. We believe in celebrating life, fearlessly flaunting your femininity, and being unapologetically girly. We know beauty confidence comes from within, but realize that makeup helps too. So super duper cute. It's just a lighthearted, sweet, fun brand. All the packaging is adorable. I'm gonna say that about 15 times in this video, but I really like the packaging. But I'm just gonna let you know what I think about these products along the way and get ready with you guys on camera. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's play with some makeup. So I already applied a little bit of skincare and also some primer just because I wear primer pretty much every day. This is the Serious Skincare Insta Selfie Skin Perfecting Concentrate. So that's the one that I use today. So let's start out with the foundation. So this is the Truly Yours Natural Finish Foundation Drop. And I believe that this was, yeah, $8.99. And it says it's lightweight coverage, supposed to enhance your complexion, hydrating, brightening, smoothing, accentuating your youthful glow. You name it, does all those things supposedly. So it is a little dropper. It's a really pretty packaging to it. And then it's got a dropper, sort of an applicator situation. I got the shade Natural Ivory, which was the second one. So I'm just going to dot a little bit of this on my face. This is what I did. Some of these things I've tried already, some of them just because I wanted to, like, you know, give them a full day's test. So I did already try this foundation. And this color is pretty good for me. It's a little bit light, but I think the next one would have been a little bit deep. So shade range didn't seem super extensive. So I think that could be improved. So this does look really pretty on the skin. It looks very skin-like is how I would describe it. I don't think it's difficult to apply. It works well with a brush, which is how I prefer to apply foundation. It does seem to, it doesn't do this that badly, but it is one of those foundations that it seems like it kind of like sits on top of my skin a little bit, and I notice it doing that more so as I wear it throughout the day. And I'm not 100% sure. I think it's actually less this and more the concealer that we're gonna get to in a minute. I think that does it even more. So I think during the day I noticed some things. I'll get into this when I get into the concealer. I noticed some things happening, but I really only noticed it mainly like on the middle part of my face. So I think it was less the foundation and more the concealer. But it is one of those kind of liquidy, almost serum-y foundations, which I don't mind those at all, but I want them to be more on the creamy side and kind of like become one with your skin. This does to some level, but it's not like the creamiest foundation that really melds into your skin. So I'm not disliking it, but I'm not like jumping up and down loving it. As far as what it looks like on the skin, I would say overall, pretty much light to medium coverage, but it can be built up a little bit. I'll show you a little bit built up. So yeah, you can definitely apply more and get more coverage to it. So I like the way it looks on the skin. I like that it doesn't look super drying. It doesn't look super dewy. It looks very skin-like. I just don't notice that it melds into the skin as much as I would like it to. And also, as far as how it wears throughout the day, I get pretty oily. Like I really got oily in my forehead T-zone kind of area. Like I said, some things were happening in the middle part of my face, but I think that was more the concealer. But I did just get very shiny. But I did touch up in the middle of the day, and it worked well for touching up. Like it performed well the rest of the day after I did a touch-up. So it's definitely not the worst foundation I've ever tried. I like it okay, but I don't love it. It's not gonna be one of my go-tos, but I think it's a decent foundation, especially for $9. Yeah, just looking at my skin up close, it's kind of clinging to some texture right in here. and a little bit right in here, and I think it's because it's kind of sitting on top of my skin a little bit. So that's why I say I really like those foundations that kind of like become one with your skin. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some eyeshadow primer so that can kind of be setting while I do my brows. I'm just using my Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. Then for brows, I grabbed this product. This is the Brow Down to Me Precision Brow Pencil. Super cute packaging on this one. So it is an ultra fine tip brow pencil and spoolie. Super slim precision tip allows for natural hair-like strokes, while the spoolie blends and tames. So it helps to create fine hair-like strokes, perfect for drawing in the most natural looking brows. Spoolie side, blah, blah, blah. We already said that. Smudge-proof, budge-proof formula lasts all day. So I got the shade Cool Blonde. I've really been liking tiny brow pencils lately. I'm fine with really all brow products, I would say. I kind of like rotate and use different things. Just kind of depends on the day or what I grab for. I really just don't use powders as much. That's really the only brow product I don't use as much. But everything else, I kind of like it all. Okay, so at first this was feeling kind of a little bit hard and not very creamy. But once I got into it, it's getting a little bit softer and applying more easily, because it's like with a brow product you don't want it to be too creamy because then it'll just wipe away, but you don't want it to be like crazy hard either because then it's hard to get it on your brows, you know what I mean? I can't believe how many years I went without filling in my brows. I just never did. I don't know, even when I still loved makeup, I didn't fill in my brows. I think because I thought, I mean, I have brow hair, so why would I need to fill in my brows? But it's so light that, oh my goodness, and you know, not super defined. Some people can really get away with not doing much to their brows at all, if anything, but I really wasn't one of those people. I had very light brows that weren't very shapely, so man, what a difference a brow makes. I like this color. I think it's working well. You can do those kind of hair-like strokes, but then fill in the rest of your brow. So yeah, I like this little thing. And I feel like I go through brow products a lot, especially tiny little, you know, precision brow pencils. So I like the idea of a drugstore one. Then for eyeshadow, I grabbed this palette. This is the Birthday Suit eyeshadow palette, and this is in the shade Unveiled. This was $9.99, which I think is a little bit pricey, but not terrible. So this is what it looks like. The shape of it very much reminds me of like Urban Decay eyeshadow. It's just those up and down, skinny. It's like very, I don't know, not the color selection, but somehow the shape of the shadows reminds me of Urban Decay Naked Basics. So here are some swatches of this palette. So looks really pretty, very pretty. Just the one matte right there, and then the rest are shimmery, but they seem pigmented. Nice. Okay, so let's put them on the eyeballs. So I'm gonna get some of Cappuccino on a Cosette S175 brush. They seem a little bit powdery. Let's see how they do. That's not a game changer for me. I really don't mind as long as there's pigmentation behind it and, you know, I can work around a powdery shadow. I really should use the word soft, a soft shadow, because I would consider a powdery shadow one that kicks up a lot of product in the pan and then just sort of like poofs away. I like to use the word soft shadow. I mean, not, is there really? I don't know. Everybody would explain it differently, but soft shadow, I kind of think of one that might be loosely packed and just a softer, looser shadow, but that still has pigmentation, doesn't necessarily like, you know, poof away as you're using it, which these seem to be that way. Like it seems to be soft, but it definitely is looking like it has pigmentation to it also. I was originally gonna go with a lighter lid, but I think I kind of want to go a little bit smoky. So I think I'm gonna get this one, which is Upbeat. Getting it on a flat concealer brush, tapping off my brush, then just gonna apply this. By the way, there is no mirror in this palette, just know that about it, but cute packaging to it. I really think it's very cute looking, but just no mirror. Again, that's not a make it or break it for me, but just an FYI for you guys. I'm actually not getting a lot of fallout on my face. As long as I tap off my brush, I'm really not getting much of any. I'm not noticing a ton, if anything. Okay, let's kick this up a notch with a little bit of setting spray and see what happens. That just kind of kicked up the metallic-y sheen to it a little bit, gave it a little bit more of a metallic look. I'm gonna get some of Evil on a little small crease brush. Just apply this right into my outer corner. I am going to clean up my brow bone with a super old shadow from L'Oreal, which is called Seashell. I don't even know if this is still around anymore, but it's just one that I'm kind of trying to use up and just had in my drawer and decided to keep on using it. Now looking, I do have some fallout, so I'm thinking it was either when I used the setting spray and maybe I didn't tap off my brush enough, or it was that deeper shade. So I do have a little bit of fallout. I want to go ahead and finish up my upper lash line before we move on to my lower lash line. So I'm going to use this liquid liner. This is the I'm So Fly Felt Tip Liquid Eyeliner, and this is $7.99, so I got it in black. So it's supposed to be richly pigmented and waterproof. Super fine, flexible brush tip gives you the go-ahead to create a variety of looks with ease. So I did use this yesterday, kind of like halfway through the day. I love the packaging on it. Like the outside packaging is super cute, and then the actual little pen itself is really cute. Now I will say, you know, everybody has their preferences on the size of an eyeliner and what kind of applicator it has. My favorite are like the Kat Von D Tattoo Trooper. What is it called? Tattoo liner. Is it tattoo liner in Trooper? I think so. Where it's a felt tip, but it's kind of a bendy felt tip, and it's not super duper short. So this one is a little bit too stiff and a little bit too short. I wish it were more like the Kat Von D one, but you know, again, that's all about preference. Let me get a mirror I can actually see. So going ahead and applying this. So this does have some bend to it, so maybe it's just more to do with it. It's a shorter applicator. This is super black and pigmented. Very easy to build up. Oh, I can't talk and do this at the same time. This is real life makeup playing. That got weird because I was talking, so I'm gonna try to make the other side match somehow. We'll see. Okay, hopefully I did okay trying to make those match. So I actually really like this liner. Again, I would change the applicator. I wish it were not quite as stubby as it is, but as far as formula, how this applies, how richly pigmented and black it is, I really like this. So this is definitely one of my favorite things that I've tried so far, and it did wear well throughout the day. I didn't notice it fading. I didn't notice it smudging. I wasn't crying or anything, so I'm not sure how it would last through that, but just regular wear, it seemed to wear well, and I think it's just really pretty. Okay, mascara. I am so picky about mascaras, but I decided to go ahead and grab one just to try it out. So I got the Ice Cream Ultra Volume Mascara. So this is supposed to be, it's supposed to have a tubing action that coats each lash for incredible coverage. The brush has a wavy hourglass shape that is the secret to adding oomph and volume to even the sparsest lashes. Thanks to the tubing technology, this mascara literally washes off simply using warm water. It's supposed to give you ultra volume, and the buildable formula makes it easy to plump up your lashes pronto. So I did pick this one because I like ultra volume in my lashes, so I figured this one was probably the best fit for me. I think there was one that was like curling in volume, one that was, I don't remember, length and volume, so I went with the volume and volume. I love the packaging on this. This is so cute. Oh my goodness, it's adorable. And even the outside box is so super duper cute. So love the packaging. This was kind of interesting to me. I don't know why this matters, but it was kind of interesting to open it up and see that this part was white. I'm used to that being like dark or the color of the packaging. It doesn't matter, but I was kind of like, oh, that's different. And it does have that kind of hourglass shape like they were describing to the wand. So let's start building this up. Oh my, that's one coat and I can barely see it. This is a little bit disappointing. I did use it on top of another mascara yesterday just to see about smudging, and I really didn't notice any smudging, so that's good. But as far as like what kind of volume it builds, Woo. But again, I'm super picky and I'm looking for those borderline clumpy lashes where it's so volumized that it is almost clumpy looking. This side is doing a little bit better. So let's see how it builds. Yeah, this is just not really building on itself very well. So, I mean, I would describe these as fluttery lashes. So everybody has different preferences on what they're going for with their lashes. So if you like a more fluttery, natural looking lashes look, then I think that you would like this possibly, but I really wouldn't call this an ultra volume mascara. It's just more of that fluttery, natural looking lash. So not my favorite. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of my IT Cosmetics Superhero just because I want more lashes, especially with this liner. For concealer, I grabbed this one, which is the Truly Yours Dark Circle Concealer. Again, adorable packaging. I love the chubby look to it. It's just super duper cute. And it's like a dabber something applicator. So I got the shade Porcelain, which is the lightest, and it says this is supposed to be an oil control formula with a lightweight creamy texture for a weightless natural looking finish. Comes in 5 shades. Buildable full seamless coverage with a matte finish. Hides major imperfections like scars, hyperpigmentation, discoloration, even some tattoos. So, okay, so let's turn this and get some more product up into it. So, whoa, that's too much. So, I did first use this with a brush, and I found it just doing that thing where it sits on top of the skin. So it wasn't like melding into my skin, and it was almost taking off some of the foundation underneath. It just started looking very, I don't even know how to describe it, but it was almost like it was breaking apart, sitting on top of my skin, accentuating pores. So I started dabbing it, and I like it much better that way. It's workable that way, but I think things got weird during the day with this, because this is where I noticed like breaking down in the middle of my face, and I could see my dark circles kind of peeking through. This is buildable, so that's good. You can definitely build it up and get better coverage, but this is just not my favorite concealer. Maybelline, I feel like, has like the best concealers and color correctors. They just have such a good texture to them. So this has a good price point, but I think there are some better options out there. Yeah, it just looks kind of like, I feel like my skin looks makeup-y. Just kind of makeup-y right now is how I would describe it. Like it's just kind of sitting on top of my skin. So not loving either the foundation or the concealer. So I actually did not pick up a powder. Again, I'm just picky about powders, and I didn't grab one of those. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use some of my powders, and I'll be right back. So I think powder definitely helps. I used my Ben Nye Luxury Powder for my T-zone under my eyes, and then I used my Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten Foundation. This one is one of my favorite things to use if I feel like something is looking makeup-y, because this has a very kind of creamy texture to the powder, so it's almost like it helps it become one with my skin. At least that's what I found with it. I love this. Let's go ahead and finish the lower lash line before I forget to do it. So I'm gonna get some let's go with Good Vibes. I'll start with that on a BH Cosmetics number 10 brush. Just gonna run this along. And I'm gonna get some Cappuccino on that same brush, just kind of wiped it off. And I'm gonna apply this to kind of the outer half of my lower lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and use some more of the mascara on my lower lashes just because I don't mind a fluttery look on my lower lashes. For blush and bronzer, I grabbed this palette right here. This is the Be My Everything Blush and Bronze Palette. So I got the shade, what shade did I get? Sunrise, so it comes in Sunrise and Sunset. It's a 3-in-1 highlighter, blush, and bronze palette. So see, multitasking, comes in the 2 shades, and it talks about kind of basically, you know, how to use it. So we're gonna start with the bronzer. Let me show it to you first. Let me get the little plasticky thing off. So this is what it looks like. I think these products are fun and pretty looking. This is across every brand where they're kind of ombre like this. I think they're so pretty to look at. I don't find myself grabbing for them as much just because I like things to have their own defined space. That's just a personal preference, but I think it's really pretty looking in the pan. And I know that, you know, people have different opinions about that. And also you do have the option to mix them together, which I've heard that with this it works really well. So let's see how the bronzer works by itself. Ooh, I really, really like this because it almost has a, it's not an orangey tint to it. It's almost a like pinky rosy red tint to it, which I really like in a bronzer. Let's see what it looks like just in a straight up swatch. So there is the swatch. I like that. I really like that. So pretty. Blush, I'm going to take some of the middle shade right here on just an angled MAC brush and apply this. This is really pretty. Very pretty. It's got like a really beautiful kind of rosy, peachy tone to it. And it seems like it's got like a little bit of like a sheen to it. That is pretty. Okay, not swatching like at all on my hand, but on my face, I really like that. Ooh, that is so pretty. Yes, big fan of this. Let's look at the highlighter part. That's what the highlighter looks like. That is gorgeous, along with a little bit of leftover eyeliner. This is definitely one of my favorite things. It is $13.99, so it is pricier, but I really like this, and you do get basically 3 things in one. So that is beautiful. I also grabbed this highlighter palette. This is the Be My Everything highlighter palette, and I got it in light, so it comes in light and medium. Again, this was $13.99, so a little bit up there. It says, take your glow to the next level, available in light and medium. 3 shimmery highlighters give your skin a radiant diamond bright glow. Weightless, finely milled powder blends seamlessly into the skin for a healthy highlight in just the right places. And then it talks about kind of how you can use it. So these do have their own little home, which I like that. I like that they have their own little pans. Again, cute packaging. It is like cardboard packaging and not the most like sturdy, hefty feeling cardboard packaging, but still cute to look at. So here they are. Let's swatch these. Ooh. Ooh, pretty. Oh, those are pretty. And they have kind of a an interesting sort of texture to them. They almost feel like a, oh my gosh, they're not a, I don't think they're a cream. This first one might be a cream though. No, I think it's a powder, but I think it has just kind of a silky sort of a feeling to it that almost ends up feeling like a cream. That is so interesting. Okay, so let's see what these look like on the face. So I'm gonna get my Beauty Junkees Pro Setting Brush. Let me wipe it off so I'm not getting any other product. Okay, I think I wanna start with Iridescent. So get some of that on my brush, tap it off. It does have a little bit of like it's poofing away a little bit, but let's see what it, oh, y'all. Oh my gosh, that is really pretty. Oh, wow. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yep. I think Joah definitely has the face products down. That is so pretty. I'm actually having to be light-handed with this because, whoa, like that's, we highlighted. I'm gonna add a little bit more in my blush back because I went a little bit crazy with that. But goodness gracious, that is beautiful. I love that. I'm gonna get some of Diamond Dust on a little pencil brush. And I'm gonna put this on the inner corners of my eyes. Pretty. This one is kind of a, oh my goodness. This one is like a duochrome white. Looks like it's got like a little bit of a pinky like shift to it. Oh, that is so pretty. Yeah. I love this palette. So for lip products, they have a bunch of different options. They have a lip gloss, a matte liquid lipstick, a matte gel lipstick, a satin liquid lipstick, a lip stain, the lip liner, a tinted lip balm, and a matte velvet lipstick. So I chose a lip liner and then also one of the matte gel lipsticks. So let me read about this one for you. It says, I'm your jelly bae. Matte gel lipstick. This is $5.99. Comes in 10 shades. Lightweight, it says with the lightness of a gel and the long wear of a velvety matte finish. Provides weightless comfort thanks to dry touch oils and a wax-free formula. Richly pigmented color, dries to a velvety matte finish that delivers lasting wear without making the lips look dry or feel dried out. And then the lip liner is called Lip Candy, and it's $3.99. It comes in 6 colors, and it imparts intense color, wears from sun up to sundown, and stays sharp forever. Let's see, and then it kind of talks about, you know, how to use it. So I just grabbed one of the lip products because my friend Jen from Beaudiction, she had mentioned on her Instagram that they had kind of an interesting smell, and I'm real picky about smells. So I just grabbed the one, and when I got it, I opened it up and I was like, yeah, it's like she described it as a fruity floral. And yeah, kind of, it's almost like it's got that citrusy sort of scent to it, which I'm fine with that, but then it's got that weird floral. It's like perfumey smelling, so I don't like the scent of it. So I just got the one product. She had several, and she said that they all had that same scent, so I'm glad that I just got the one because I can't really handle the scent. Okay, so let's go with the lip liner and see what this does. I got the lip liner in, oh, I think the color went away. Yeah, the color was on the outside packaging. I think it's the lightest. I think it's pink nude. This feels really nice and creamy. Ooh, and I love that color. This, I don't smell any kind of a scent to it, so yes, I really, really like this. I'm all about the affordable lip liners. I don't want to spend $20-something on a lip liner because I don't always notice a big difference between them. So I really like that. Rude camera cut me off mid-sentence, but I was saying I love the idea of a $4 lip liner, and I love this color. So yes, this is definitely a win. Okay, so let's try this lipstick. I did put this on the other day, and I really like the formula of it. I really like the way it feels. Like if you like a matte lipstick, I think you would like this. So, I mean, formula-wise, I really, really like it. It's really just the smell. The smell is the only thing that I just can't hang with on this lipstick, but it looks really pretty. So if you are not sensitive to scents and you don't mind a kind of perfumey floral scent, you'd probably be okay with this. You have to like matte lipsticks though, because this is definitely matte. I mean, it definitely, it's the velvety side of matte where it really almost feels powdery. So I like a matte lipstick, and this is pretty matte. So yeah, I would say if you like matte lipsticks and you don't mind scent, then this would be one that I think you'd be fine with, but the lip liner, for sure. I really like the lip liner. Okay, so final look. I definitely have some standout favorites in here, but I also have some not so favorites. So things that I'm really not super loving, I would say I think my least favorite thing is the concealer. Just not a big fan of that. Not super loving the mascara, but again, I'm super picky about mascara. The lipstick, just the scent is not my thing. Don't super duper love the foundation. I think it's okay, but you know, just not particularly for me. I think the eyeshadows are pretty good. I think they look nice on the eyes. I don't know that I would run out and snag this for $10. Maybe if it were like $5, I would be more excited about it, but I don't think that they're bad eyeshadows. But standout favorites, I really, really liked the brow product. Really like the liner. I think that's really good. And then super impressed with the face palettes. Oh my goodness. Love this and love the highlighter palette. So really impressed with those. So those are my favorites. Those are my standouts. So hope that you guys really enjoyed this video and I hope it was helpful for you. Please do a thumbs up if it was. Let me know down below if you've tried this brand. What are some of your standout favorites? I would love to know that down below. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!